Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Afterschool Anime Club. My name is Max Newland. I'm your host, and with me today are two of my co-hosts and chapter co-presidents. First of all, when she was a young boy, her father took her into the city to see a marching band. It's Stevie Matos. Hello.
Hello. I wasn't ready.
Is anybody ready? Are we ready for the fate that befalls us?
Oh, God.
When he's a creep, he's a weirdo. What the hell is he doing here? It's Max Kostrak.
Hello. I'm so terrified. Just to give the listeners an inside view, Max has hyped up our game today in a terrifying way. Like, I'm really scared for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
We've had to sign a fucking waiver. I'm terrified. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, you might have noticed a certain strange energy infesting the podcast when you first started listening to it.
It's fear.
It is fear.
I am so anxious.
I have engendered a atmosphere of fear and uncertainty that
he's gone mad with power as the chapter president.
Yeah, I am enjoying it a lot.
I am so scared. It is 100 degrees outside, and I am wearing a comfort onesie. I am anxious.
Well, I only have one question for you all. Do you want to play a game?
We don't have a choice.
Well, make peace with your god, because it's time to play Band for Life.
Oh, God, what?
I put a little bit more thought into this game than I usually put into these games. So I'm pretty proud of it. And again, it's called Band for Life. That's B-A-N-D for life. But there's kind of a double entendre there, of course, you know. So here's the deal, folks. I've selected 6 anime music videos, or AMVs. When it is your turn,
No.
I will reveal to you the year the video was published and the primary anime it features. You must tell me the name of the song or the band. And if you tell me both, there will be a reward.
Oh, God.
That's so vague and ominous.
There may be, now, you may be wondering, why is Max being so ominous about this? What is so different about this game that's different than usual?
This is going to be so cursed.
That comes in the next bit. So you're going to get the name of the anime, the year it came out. If you wish to know more, you must pay the price.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And the cost of this privilege is your honor and dignity.
Oh, that's easy. I can give that up, no sweat.
You begin the game with 1 point of honor and dignity each. And if you end the game with less than 0, you must choose an AMV to post on your public Facebook wall with no additional commentary.
God, no.
Not Facebook.
I haven't posted on Facebook in like a decade.
I never post on Facebook.
That's it. That's what makes it such a dangerous game.
That makes it really dangerous, though. My
legitimately-
family is going to be like, what is...
I'm so anxious.
I'm going to get check-in calls.
So the thing that makes this extra spicy is that at the end of the game, there is a final bonus round. And it's pretty much all riding on that, because if the winner of the game does not guess correctly in the final bonus round, the loser gets a chance to reverse their fortune entirely and may walk away the winner instead.
This is your most complex and diabolical game yet, Max.
You're not
Thank
even
you.
on Facebook like that, Newland.
Yeah, I only came back from Facebook to post that I have a new podcast. Get people to listen
That was
to
my
it.
plan, but I haven't even done it yet. I will probably have done it by the time this video drops, but I'm assuming I have to post this like tonight, right?
I would like that, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
God,
that's-
okay, yeah, okay.
We can't have the context of the episode being published.
No, of course not. Okay, so that's the rules. Do you feel you understand the rules?
I think so.
I think
I'm
so.
so bad at guessing bands and music.
It's okay.
This is really going to reveal.
I decided to make this somewhat easy, so I picked the ones that I thought wouldn't be too challenging because I knew it was kind of an inherently difficult task that I was setting you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I hope you'll enjoy this. Let's see. I think both of you got pretty high marks last time. I don't remember who won.
I don't either.
We should
actually
start keeping score.
We really should.
Somebody tell us.
Somebody will tell us, I'm sure. But, we'll start with Stevie because usually when I don't know who to start with, I've started with Kostrak in the past. So, Stevie, you're in the hot seat. The first video, Stevie, is an Evangelion AMV published in the year 2003. If you'd like more details, they will come at the cost of your honor and dignity.
Song or the band? Okay.
Would you like any more details? They may be...
But I've got it, but it would cost me 1 honor.
Yes, you have one currently, and you only incur the penalty of posting if it drops below 0 by the if it is below 0 at the end of the game.
Oh God. Okay.
So you can get a hint for free, basically, if you want.
I want a free hint.
Okay, the tags. Oh, and by the way, all of these videos came from animemusicvideos.org, which has a tagging system.
Great.
And
this helps.
The tags for this video are character profile and drama. The title of the video is I Don't Belong Here. D.W. Chang. Evangelion 2003.
Is the band Radiohead? Is it Creep?
That is correct. It was Creep by Radiohead.
Oh my God!
I don't belong here.
Exactly. So now you see the thing is that most of these either are just named after the song, and that's way too easy, or they have like kind of a punny name.
Yeah, okay.
So I hid those punny names behind the paywall, basically. to make it a little bit more tempting.
Okay.
So that's 1 point for Stevie. I am keeping track this time. I mean, I totally keep track every time. What are you talking about?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, for sure.
We take these really serious. At least fucking now we do.
Yeah, right? Now I'm like, shit, do I have to study for these? Fuck.
Kostrak, you are up.
Okay.
So you have an Outlaw Star AMV from the year 2004.
And that's all the information I get without a hint.
You know what? I'll amend the rules slightly to be nicer. And Stevie, I apologize to you that I didn't give you this earlier. If you pay me your honor and dignity, then you can get the title of the video. But I'll go ahead and give you the animemusicvideo.org tags here.
Okay.
It's 2004 Outlaw Star video tagged with comedy and fun.
Comedy and
I'm trying so hard.
Comedy and fun.
No.
2004.
I have to sacrifice a dignity. I'm completely in the dark.
That's fine. The title of the video is Hot Springs Mambo by Gundam Solo.
No way.
What?
Is this...
No!
Is this Mambo number 5?
Yeah. Mambo number 5. Can you give me the name of the artist?
Vega?
Yep, that's Lou Bega's Mambo number 5.
Oh my God.
I used to own that album.
I think it's a fun song.
I'm pretty sure I had it on mixed CDs back from when I was...
I owned that whole album, and I think when I was 10, I considered it to have no skips. Don't know if I would consider that now, but I think I definitely was no skips
Time
at
to
the
go
time.
back, I think.
In the days of the Fox box on Kids WB, that was their anime lineup, there was a promo that they did with the Lou Bega himself where he redid the lyrics of Mambo number 5 where each line is about a different show that's on the Fox box.
Wow! What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
All right, Stevie, we're back to you.
Oh, God.
This is a Dragon Ball Z video from 2002 with the tags character profile, drama, and serious.
Serious. All I can think of is Superman or Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, because I don't know what else to go off of.
Okay, well, here's the thing is that I'm sure that exists somewhere, but no, that's not this one. The one that I picked is called Vegeta's End by This Eye. Max, do you want to try and guess? You want to steal?
serious?
Do we have the date on this one again?
It's 2002.
No, that didn't help at all.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This one's like actually hard.
You both tried so hard and came so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter because that was in the end.
I should have just
by
guessed.
Linkin Park.
I knew it was going to be in there somewhere. I should have thrown it out.
And then it hit me. Oh no!
I tried to pick what I thought were the like low-hanging fruit of 2000s, early 2000s music to do AMVs to.
I am so disappointed in myself. You know what screwed me up was Serious, because I actually really loved Reanimation. That was a good remix
great
of
album.
that.
It had mechas on the cover. What's not to love?
It absolutely did. That was a good album. I'm disappointed in me.
Swell Max, you failed at the chance to steal, but you'll get a chance to get a point here.
Oof.
This is a one-piece AMV from the year 2004 with the tag with a single tag, Drama.
Oh God.
2004 One Piece Drama.
So I have 0 points I can spend on this right now without going into the negative.
You can go into the negative if you want. Yes.
But
Oh no! I didn't.
One Piece Drama. What was the year again?
2004.
Is the band Evanescence?
Ooh.
No, I'm sorry. It's
no.
Okay, that's it for me then.
This was the video "Pirate's Paradise" by Super Gecko Man.
No!
Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio.
Sorry, Drama?
Yeah.
I'm furious. I don't know about you, but I am mad.
I'm slamming the table. I'm throwing a temper tantrum.
How could you do this to me, Internet? I loved you for so long. The betrayal.
Stevie.
Oh no.
I've got one for you. I've got one for you that is a Dragon Ball Z anime music video.
This hurts so much.
It's from the year 2006. It has 4 tags.
Okay.
Action, drama, sentimental, serious.
Oh. Dragon Ball Z, action, drama, sentimental, serious. 2006.
That's a key piece of information is that this is from 2006.
It was big in 2006. Oh. You know, I'm just gonna throw 3 sheets to the wind, and I'm gonna say.
You're drunk right now?
I am gonna. Yep, I'm gonna emotionally get drunk right now, and I'm gonna say Black Eyed Peas. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Final answer.
Okay, that's your final answer, Black Eyed Peas?
Yes.
Terribly sorry.
I know. I have no idea.
I've described to you The Hero Within by Azerwaith, and that was to Welcome to the Black Parade by the one, the only, the indomitable, the inimitable My Chemical Romance.
Wow. I never would have gotten that. I never got into My Chemical Romance.
It's a fairly generic entry, so I would have given you that they were an emo band. That was one of the concessions I was willing to make there.
You know what? I should have, you know what? I did 3 sheets because I couldn't think about it. I should have went with Dashboard. Dang.
You know, you would have been closer.
Dashboard. I would have been closer with Dashboard, but it's okay.
We're at the final question.
No.
Neither of you are negative in honor and dignity. You're both tied with 1 point each.
Woo.
Max, this may end up being a tiebreaker. This is an anime music video from the year 2004 featuring Rurouni Kenshin with the tags drama, sentimental, serious.
Rurouni Kenshin.
2004.
Yeah. Drama, sensual, serious.
Sentimental, not sensual.
Oh, sentimental.
Yeah.
I have a point.
Yeah.
If I use this point, I'm not negative, right? So
no.
That's correct.
I'm going to risk it.
Okay.
And use my point.
Spend it? Okay. The title of the video is Lonely Road by Kane Cryogen.
Wow. Okay. I got
Lonely
you.
Road 2004.
Is this Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day?
Yeah, it is. Dude, these are, I gotta say, before I, that was all 6 questions. Before I move us on to the final thing here, this is high art. This is my new favorite medium of art is the anime music video.
The goes into them.
Tremendous work.
Yeah, these are passion projects. I do not mean. I don't want to make fun of the people who did this.
God,
it
no.
is funny, but
it's a lot of editing. But the titles, y'all, the titles are silly. Y'all gotta know these titles are silly as hell.
I want to make an impassioned plea. I got these from animemusicvideos.org, which is apparently suffering terribly, like they don't have enough money and they're trying to raise funds like Wikipedia. This shit should be in the Library of Congress. This should be archive.org/anime-music-videos. So
these are 100% serious. These are cultural artifacts.
Absolutely. They belong in a museum, every single one of them. It's a brilliant website. You owe it to yourself. Register. Please. It's just so perfect. I'm going to go there all the time.
I mean, like, I feel like there's really cool, like, you know what? And, like, even on, like, a microcosmic level, because I'm, like, you know me, I'm always trying to see through lines to time because I just want to be an eldritch god. But anyway, I think about how if these were made in, like, 2000 and, like, between 2002 and 2006, they're still being made, but, like, were these the original fan cams? You know?
I may go so far as to say absolutely, yes.
Like essentially, right? Like
cam, the grandfathers of fan cams.
Yeah, because you see them underneath everybody's tweets all the time. It's like, anyways, stan this K-pop person, and I'm like,
Stan
and those
Young
things
June.
have, Stan Young June all the time, and I'm just sitting here like, did anime like music videos walk so fan cams could run? Amazing,
100%.
So. We've arrived at the final round. The score is Stevie has 1 point, Kostrek has 0. Nobody is in the negative.
Do I not get a point for guessing it last time?
Oh, no, well, you spent your point.
I spent that point, okay.
I didn't think, I could maybe think about this game a little harder next time.
You know what? I think I'm getting too invested in the rules of this game. As long as I'm not below 0, man, just hit me with whatever the fuck you got.
Okay, so the good news is that no matter who wins this, since nobody's negative, nobody has to endure the punishment of posting an anime music video on their Facebook wall. But Stevie, in order to confirm your win, you have to get this correct. And here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm not giving you any hints this time.
No.
I'm going to tell you that this is the one and only video featuring the Tenchi franchise that I wanted to bring to this.
Okay.
It's from the year 2000, and it is a Christmas song.
Is it Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You?
What? Incredible. Unbelievable.
Would have been
no
my
scope.
guess. It's solid.
Yeah.
When I found that, I was so happy.
I'm going to go watch this afterwards.
You should watch all of these. They're all brilliant. Again, I can't thank enough the artists who create this stuff for us. Please go to animemusicvideos.org. Please support them. They're doing important work.
I'm going to say this, even though I'm not below 0 points, I am going to post one of these with context. Thank you very much.
Okay,
yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I still will. Like, here's the thing. I literally no jaw, no scope, just like Wheel Sully Snipe Boys, like that last one, because I was like, it can be one of two things. It can either go whole hog and it's gonna be All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, or I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna anime drop out of this chair because you're gonna tell me that it's Last Christmas by Wham. I was like, it can't be any other ones.
That would be fun.
Exactly. It could be one or the other. No, it could be anything else.
Well, Stevie, you're the winner of this week's episode. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you for playing my game.
Well deserved. Some fantastic guesses.
I just, listen to a lot of music, okay?
Do you guys want to hear me summarize some anime?
Yes.
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm cupping my face in my hands as I sit very close to my microphone.
I'm so ready.
Okay. All right, well, we watched episodes 3 and 4 of Outlaw Star, and here's what happened. In episode 3, Into Burning Space, McCoy is dispatched easily thanks to one of Gene's tricks. Hilda grills the goons who name drop McDougal. Whoever he is, he's dangerous enough that Hilda thinks it's time to go. It's just as dangerous in space, though, where Swanzo tells us McDougal's men are laying in wait. Things get complicated when they encounter the ambassador of the Katarl Empire, and a near miss on the runway almost leads to total destruction. Between ether jumps, Jean learns a bit more about the galactic ley line and the unscrupulous McDougal brothers. Speaking of whom, it looks like our heroes have sprung their trap. Hilda tells Jean to get his shit together and help, but the K pirates brand Hilda's ship before they can escape to their destination, an asteroid in orbit around the distant star Farfallas. Episode 4, When Hot Ice Melts, begins as the crew makes landfall on the asteroid and find their new ship, the XGP-15A2, built in cooperation by the pirates and the Space Forces. We're introduced to Gilliam 2, the ship's computer, and thanks to some quick hacking, Hilda registers our hero as its crew. Just as they're about to name the ship, Horus warns that the K are approaching fast. Hilda takes off to launch the first wave of defenses, while Melfina takes a bath in the blue goo and mind melds with the XGP. Things go from bad to worse for our heroes when the McDougals return on a mission to destroy their new ship. And wait, could that golden spaceship be the same one that belonged to the man who killed Jean's father? All hope seems lost, but the gang gets the XGP up and running in the nick of time. Too late, however, to save Hilda from Farfallas' deadly gravity well. The mood on the bridge is somber as Jean announces the ship's new name, the Outlaw Star.
That's the name of the show!
Come on, Newland. You better come through with that voiceover voice. Let's go.
I'm just reading what's on the page.
Hyped all over again.
But hey, that's the fucking show.
Yeah.
When I mentioned those first 4 episodes tie up into a very neat little arc, I really meant it.
Yeah, and this arc surprised me. I'm going to talk about the biggest thing right now. Hilda died?
Hilda fucking died.
Hilda dies.
She died?
Yeah.
Forever?
She
Extremely
dies forever.
hardcore in a way that is like unquestionable, falling into a star, activating her own suicide explosion.
Absolutely.
I did read that death was censored in the in the original version. Yeah,
wow.
where in this version, what we watched, she bites down on something like a essentially a tooth bomb that blows her and the enemy up before they can fall into the sun.
Mm-hmm.
In the other version, they make it sort of imply and make it seem like they fall into the sun's orbit and burn up.
Oh God, that's way worse.
Which is worse to me.
Yeah.
Like, Hilda's death in this kicks ass.
Like, ultimate bad bitch move, just like goes out like a champion. It's amazing.
And this is a big gamble because the show has killed the only person who knows what's going on.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen next because neither does the crew.
Yeah.
Like, great, Gene, you named the ship. Where are we going?
Also, does it qualify as insensitive to name your ship the Outlaw Star when your friend who is an outlaw just fell into a star?
Oh, is
I
that
didn't
why?
think about it like that.
Is that why he did it?
Think about it that way.
I don't really.
I didn't even think about it like that. That's so rude as hell.
It's a bit rude.
That's a bit rude.
And speaking of rude, I just want to bring this up. I didn't, I'm not going to make a big deal out of all the differences between the anime and the manga, but one of the differences in the manga is that, like, Jean's relationship with Hilda is much more adversarial. In fact, she's kind of like one of the villains of this first arc in the manga. And when she falls into the sun and dies, it's not like a heroic moment. It's a, like, we're getting Hilda back moment. It's like a payback moment.
I do like this version better.
Oh, yes.
Than that.
This is a lot more, this feels more developed. This feels like, we're taking a second pass at this. We might want to change that.
It kind of allows Jean more growth as a character because it's just like, it kind of gives him this catalyst to be more reflective about his life and how to take charge of it. Because that was a thing that I wrote, like, these 2 episodes, there's Jean going, I'm practically a spacer, and then proceeds to show us he has no idea what the fuck to do when he's like not on planet. Like, that's one of my favorite things.
Let's talk about that too, because Jean's space aversion and just general misunderstanding of the world around him is really good in these episodes.
Yeah.
I think my favorite moment is him freaking out on the ship and just are there like 4 or 5 different shots of him drinking?
Yes, he just pulls out a flask and he's just drinking the entire time. And there's this point where, like, Hilda's like, get your shit together, and he just drinks in her face.
And so yeah, it'll cut to Hilda piloting the ship and like space battles outside and everybody doing things, and then we cut back to Gene taking a sip out of the flask.
Yeah, constantly. And he's like, I could do this, and it's like, baby, you're so drunk and you're so anxious.
How
Also,
much of that flask have you had, bud?
right, sir. That flask looks quite large. Also, how is Jim so good at space? He is 11. Like Hilda was like, get on that cannon, and Jim's like,
You can do that, right?
yeah, and Jim's like, yeah, I totally could fire a cannon. I'm
That's
like, were
fine.
you a child soldier, Jim? Where,
They just played a lot of Fortnite.
baby?
Yeah, I heard they added grappler ships.
Have we read Ender's Game?
One of the things that I wanted to talk about this, so there's a lot. Again, this is a show that condenses so much. Like these were both very active episodes. I cut a lot of stuff out to like stick to the important things
Mhm.
because we learn about this thing called the Galactic Ley Line as Hilda and the gang are like trying to leave. Like Swanzo knows she's after it. I don't remember whether it's Swanzo or someone else who's like, that thing doesn't really exist, right? Like you're chasing like the Holy Grail, basically.
Just a legend.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't really exist or whatever. I can't
They
remember
also set up
who does say that.
some additional dominoes regarding like, I mean, the big setup, of course, is the McDougal brothers, who are fully wild cards, can appear anytime, anywhere to do anything.
Didn't think to give that name a second run while they were
No,
writing the show.
no.
It's not very intimidating to me. We're the McDougal brothers, and we're going to kill you now.
Right? And one of them's from Boston, and the other one sounds like Joaquin Phoenix and Joker.
Oh my god! Yeah, the
I'm sorry.
little one, little blue hair McDougal. He's
Yeah, the
he's
blue-haired
got a lot of
McDougal.
energy, doesn't he?
Bit of a
I
psychopath,
think I'm trying
it's
to
fine.
remember their names. I think it is Harry and Ron.
No.
Which again,
Yes, I had it written down.
this is not the
Yeah,
most.
it is Ron and Harry McDougal.
This is not the scariest guy names in the world.
No.
In
not
fact, it
Ron and
reminds me a little
Harry.
bit of the Sticky Bandits. This is kind of like the like murderous space outlaw version of the Sticky Bandits from Home Alone.
And they've got a gold ship, like one of them just needs
yes.
to have too many rings.
So the ship is interesting. I really don't. I gotta own up to this. I don't remember the like plot development regarding Gene's father's death and whatever mystery we spin out from that. But it seems like there's not a whole lot of mystery to spin out from it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're the guy who killed my
Yeah, I think
dad.
that's literally all it is. Is that like they went to like be pirates, and they were literally like pirating a ship that his dad was running, and like murdered him to get the goods. So Gene's like, the murderers of my father, just like that.
Has he gone this whole time without realizing what happened out there? Like this, he must have known that there were pirates
Never
involved.
Googled that ship.
Never Googled the McDougals.
Never
I have to do
pulled
to
it up
him.
on the what's the fucking pool cue company that owns the
The
internet?
Swan-
Yeah, you
Swan-
can pull them up. What's their figure? What's their 3 size?
Murder. They're 3 sizes murderous.
Yeah. Torture, information extraction, and murder. Those are their 3
Yes.
sizes. We also learn about some alien civilizations out there.
Yes.
The Catarl.
Okay, this is weird.
Oh, how many times can we say Catarl in under
They
a
say
minute?
it too many times. Again, like with McDougal, I'm like, did you not say these out loud?
My favorite thing is when you were introduced to the Catarl, is that they just constantly made it a point to let you not forget who they were.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it was just constantly like, the Catarl ship is da-da-da-da, and the da-da-da-da, the Catarl. It was like, how many times?
I want to unspool this because this conflict that they encounter with the Catarl is so stupid.
It's nothing.
Because the whole thing is that Hilda's spaceship Horus, which is very small, is on a runway to get out of Blue Heaven. And the Catarl ship, which is fucking enormous, happens to be on the same runway coming in. And
Yeah.
they just refuse to move.
on essentially a 6,000 lane highway.
Right.
They are barreling towards each other in the same lane.
Exactly. Pretty much.
And we wring a lot of drama out of this moment of them like sweeping past just a little bit.
I literally was like, wait a minute, hold on. This is why Aisha Clan is mad? Because I forgot why Aisha Clan was mad. And I was like, it's because The bitch did not have the right of way. And she a bad driver? Come on, Aisha.
And she messes up so bad she gets fired.
She immediately
And this is our
fired.
introduction to this character who, from what I understand, it has got to be like a member of the crew or something, based on the opening. This is a character.
Yeah, she's in the intro, so.
Yeah, we're going to see more of this character. But what an arc.
Immediately fired.
She was the ambassador of the Katarl Empire.
Yes.
That's a very high position that she was toppled all the way from.
All the way.
And then got in a slight traffic scuffle with a war criminal and failed to chase after them.
Pretty much. And that's what it was. He was like, you didn't turn the ship around. And she's like, but the ship is 6,000 ships wide. What do you mean? I was parking. Do you know how much it takes to 3-point turn this bitch? I have to park it.
And every time I turn it, all the guys in pink uniforms yell for like 10 minutes.
Turning. I love that the Katarl guys just chant whatever has been said to them. Most recently.
That's what any crew should do.
Correct. Also, I just want to say, at the same time, while I'm sitting here slamming the sides of that spaceship, the Katarl spaceship, easily top 2 best spaceships we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah.
I would honestly fight and put it at number 1 at like before Kagato's because it's got a fucking waterfall in it, people. It's got a waterfall in it.
I would go on vacation to this ship.
Correct.
Maybe we should expand a little bit for the people who are not watching, because I know there are people who aren't watching the show who are just listening along to the podcast. The Katarl are like cat people, kind of. They look like Ganguro fashion in Japan. They look like Ganguro cat people.
Yeah, they do. That's right. I was like, thank you. I haven't heard that word in so long. Yes, correct.
Yeah, this lady who we're talking about, Aisha Clan, she is the only one we see in like unique outfit to delineate her like rank, I guess, but also to indicate that this is an important character you should be paying attention to.
They got that anime wardrobe.
Yes, absolutely.
Main character.
Her cute hair though, with the ring in the bottom of her braid.
I love that.
I always wanted to cosplay her. I always did. For a couple of reasons. One, because she's great and she's awesome and she has cute outfits. But two, she was one of the only like distinctly non-white anime characters on Toonami at the time. Like that wasn't like fucking Piccolo. You know?
Yeah, it's an extreme rarity. Like that is almost like a trademark of the anime of this time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame that she's a fucking ditz, but like she's like they make her like not very bright at all. Like not very bright, but also can fight. Wait a minute, Newland, is this your Ryoko?
This is my Ryoko, but here's the thing: she's also a Mihoshi a little bit.
She is.
So there's a lot going on here. And I had a very different reaction to her vocal performance than I remember having as a child.
Yeah.
Grated on me a little bit.
Yes.
Have to acknowledge the skill, the talent, the difficulty of being that loud for surely as long as that actress had to be in that booth being that loud, but
absolutely.
A little grating.
I would not pick that voice for that character.
No,
there's a lot more things to like that go.
You're gonna hurt yourself doing
choosing
that.
what the voice is, but like you can't. It's like not a sustainable voice. Like
there's not enough tea in the world.
No, absolutely not.
Did you guys know that Sean Schemmel, the guy who plays Goku in Dragon Ball, has like passed out in the booth multiple times from yelling too much?
I'm not the least bit surprised.
Because he is Goku.
Yeah. Like absolutely, yes.
He does.
Correct.
He does get stronger every time it happens. Yes.
Yes.
If I could change subjects for a moment, which I
Sure,
feel like
please.
I do way too
Go
often.
ahead.
My
No, it's
apologies.
fine.
I just swing things back and forth.
Let's go.
The ship. Can we talk about the ship?
Yeah, please. Let's
I'm
do
so
it.
excited about this ship.
Yes, this ship is cool.
SCP-15A2.
Can we talk about how the engine needs to be turned on like a fucking Toro lawnmower real quick? It's got all these robots in it, and Jean's like, I gotta take the tape off this thing like a refrigerator. I also was like, this is the best ship ever made in the universe, and I've got to.
And they fucking shrink wrapped it.
They shrink wrapped it. Yeah.
The thing I can't get over, the phrase that keeps like resonating in my mind over and over and over again is, imagine a car you had to be nude to drive. That's it. I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, and that is Melfina's reality. I don't know if I made it clear.
Sorry, to provide the context there for anyone not watching, Melfina has to get nude and get into a tube of goo in order to pilot or commune with the ship. I'm not certain what's happening yet.
Because androids can't work with clothes on, okay?
Where do her clothes go is the big question I have, because you don't see them like on the... She put them somewhere.
Her clothes? Yeah, no. Actually, you know what? I think this doesn't, but does get explained way later, like near the end of the arc. I think I think that's actually kind of like the thing of the ship. Like, because when she steps out, her clothes are on her, I think.
And she's dry, bone dry immediately.
I'm pretty sure, like, because I have watched this in the last, like, year or so. And I don't watch a lot of television. So, like, I kind of distinctly remember that this is this weird convention of the goo. But the clothes come back.
We will call back to that then.
Yeah. Keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I could have sworn that they do this like later, and like you kind of see how it happens. But yeah, but it's not any better. It's not necessarily, that does not excuse it at all.
No, you still wrote it that way.
No, you still wrote it that way. Thing. And my thing is that the first thing I thought in my horrible degen mind was, I'm very happy we don't see where any of this stuff plugs into her, but somebody's drawn it out there. Somebody's drawn it out there.
I was thinking it's more of a like, I'm in the goo and now the goo knows me, or like kind of situation. Like
that's how I take it.
Hoping that there are no plugs or tabs.
No, I think
just Jello.
I think it's just Jello. I think it's just bubbly Jello. What if it's like fizzy Jello? What if it's like
It's probably cool. I mean, that's the thing we're dancing around, is it probably feels really cool to be in the blue goo.
That's actually the reason. Really there's no scientific reason it has to happen. This is just, it looks cool.
Like I think of it looking like, it feels like really nice, like fresh Jello, like chill Jello, but it has like carbonated water in it, so it's kind of fizzy. I think that would be very fun. Like, and
it makes you able to. It's like it makes you able to steer the spaceship.
Yeah, absolutely. It plugs you into the Matrix at the same time.
So why does the captain? I'm just thinking about this. Why does the captain not have control over where the spaceship goes?
I feel like Melfina is like the ship's like internal computer and navigation system.
You know what? That's right.
Gilliam's like the AI that maintains the ship. Like, I feel like Gilliam's more like the first mate that makes sure that everything, or not the first mate, but like the boatswain that makes sure that everything runs the way it should on the ship and teaches you how to use it and stuff. But then like Melfina acts more like the ship's computer, rudder, navigation system, all that.
Speaking of Gilliam,
I love Gilliam.
I think Gilliam's very cool. He was to me like the first archetype of this character that I'd ever seen in media.
Which is, to me, it's almost I like the AI being a little cagey here at first, right? Like, Gilliam is not revealing a lot of information and choosing words very specifically.
He has a personality, and that's very fun. He doesn't do the, like, I'm just a computer, I don't have emotions thing. It's pretty open from the beginning that Gilliam is like a person who has, feelings about stuff.
Yes.
And that's fun.
And strong opinions.
I love Gilliam, man. He plays
I'm so
with...
excited to see more of this ship.
Yeah, the crew are like, we've met 4 of the crew members, and there's I think one more full-time crew member to meet.
Yes.
And I'm not counting Gilliam. I should be counting Gilliam, but there's one more full-time crew member and a bunch of side characters that are going to be introduced, and they all play very well together.
So that's the inside of the ship. Let's talk about the outside of the ship. It's got arms.
Let's talk about all these ships, but let's start with the grappler,
We talked about this last episode. It was hinted at, the idea of a grappler ship being literal, and I am really excited to see what this ship can do.
It's arm wrestling in space.
And I think they chose, I don't know how you guys feel about the choice to I didn't remember that we went back to the boy has become a man guy.
Every episode, I guess, now.
I thought we were done with him, but no, he has to come in and tell us about the history of grappler ships and why those things exist.
Actually, kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, I don't
I
actually
feel like there's a
mind that.
legitimate sci-fi explanation for why ships had arms.
I actually don't mind that he did that one. That one was not as weird as The Boy Becomes a Man.
Not as wild as The Boy.
Yeah, not as wild as The Boy. Because it also kind of helps with the convention because we get to see an absolute, like, grappler ship versus grappler ship fight, which is honestly, like, another, we talked about this in our last episode, talking about how fucking wicked, sick, cool, tubular that these fucking ships are, where the pirate ship, which looks like a big Christmas ornament with arms on it, and I thought it was really adorable.
Yeah.
But, like, how it's, like, so large that sometimes the grapplers can be individual places where people can be in control. Because, like, we saw him tear one off, and, like, one of the pirates get, like, blown up. And I was like, holy shit, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of like the Enterprise in Next Generation. They can detach the saucer bit at the top.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, fucking UFO that shit up. And, like, that's what I thought
I'm
was
really
so cool
sorry
about it.
to out myself here because I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek. The disc comes off.
The disc comes off.
It can separate.
What?
They made it like a lore thing. Like I think Generation, because I don't think you see it in the
No,
original
that's Data's
series.
brother. He doesn't come into. He is a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Star Trek joke for y'all, for the Trek heads out there.
Yeah. But yeah, the ship can detach, which is pretty dope. Oh man, you're welcome, Dad. If you ever listen to this ever, you don't need to. It's cool, my dude.
So the XGP.
Yes.
Cool ship.
It is a cool ship. It is built in cooperation by both pirates and whoever the space forces are. We haven't really been introduced. Yeah, we haven't super been introduced to the space cops, but apparently it's like a unified lawman force.
I
out
like
there.
this concept. It pulls in what we learned last episode about these three forces.
Yeah.
And really aligns with the Outlaws, the idea of being between,
Exactly.
law and chaos.
And everybody wants it, or it wants it destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is really cool, because they all come in and they're like, oh no, we've got to blow this up. Oh no, we're going to steal it. And I actually, to bring back the Googled McDougalls, the McDougal brothers, is like how they, even though they were pirates and how their own code, we got to see how chaotic their code was. When their contract with the other pirates ended, they were like, well, now we're going to do whatever the fuck we want, kind of thing. To show that, like, yeah, the factions can still be factitious within each other, fractious within each other, even if they're trying to pursue the same goal. And it's like, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Complex world. And believable in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the McDougalls also referenced another patron who is paying them even more money to destroy the XGP. Foreshadowing. Yes. And also, those K-Pirates are they seem pretty dead.
I think, yeah, they seem very dead. I feel like they died too quickly.
So did I, especially because these three are made out to be, well, these two, the third one is only in that first episode because he gets annihilated.
Died instantly.
Yeah, he died real fast.
They seem to be, they are like positioned at least as leaders, as, people who know things and have access to power and information.
But no, they are just Arc 1 mini villains.
Which is the thing. Oh, on the subject of Hilda dying / also fighting the littlest Goldilocks, the littlest pirate. Can we talk about how guns work in space?
Please, yes. Oh my god.
Can we talk about how?
Oh my god.
What's Hilda's gun made of? Because I was like, baby, I don't think that's not how pyrotechnics work in space.
She would be shooting herself backwards very, very fast.
I was like, that's the string would have just rocketed out of nowhere.
This is that anime space logic we get.
The zero-G space physics, I really wanted to talk about it because they fucking fly around like Dragon Ball when they're on the ship. Like, literally, they don't seem to do anything. They just kind of move in the direction that their intention carries them in.
Yeah.
And sometimes they stand fully on the ground as though everything is normal.
Everyone has a little bit of telekinesis in space.
Yeah.
Just a touch. Because she shot that gun and I was like, why aren't you moving in the opposite direction? Your bullet should be spinning very slowly.
Outlaw Star biggest fails. Cinemasins.com.
It was just
Plot hole.
It was like those little things where I was like, damn, but this ain't never gonna get explained. But I'm gonna point this out in this podcast. Like, this is when I started making notes because I was like, why?
You know what? It's even if you don't really want to hold them to task for it. It's fun to call it out, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like they're cartoons and they don't have to make sense.
No, they don't.
But they're actually anime and not cartoons. Don't come after me. It's a different genre.
So yeah, but I loved it. But Hilda, it didn't detract from Hilda going out like a boss.
Hilda's so cool. Hilda left a really great impression on me.
Like a bad bitch, bad bitch, BHAD bitch.
And I love that, like, one of the last like serious interactions she has with Jean is about him getting his shit together.
Yeah.
Because he does not have it together in episode 3.
Not at
And
all.
I think he's only just beginning to get it together by the end of episode 4. But now I feel like we have a really good motivation for Jean to like become a real person who makes decisions and can handle these kinds of things. Because the other thing that happened when we lost Hilda is that I already mentioned we lost the only person who knows what's going on. Like, Jean is also now both the adult in the room and the only like the person who has the most information. So
no, I did not even think about that.
He has to become an adult now because he literally is the only adult here.
Time to grow up. Mom's dead.
Yes, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like literally. And like, I just want to talk about how nice Hilda is to Melfina, because like Jean is so mean to Melfina. Like, it makes me so mad. And I was like, this is why I wanted us to watch Outlaw Star, so I could rant about that relationship.
I mean, it's true. Like, he treats her like an object, like the steering wheel for the ship once he learns what her purpose is.
Yeah, he's so mean. And like everybody, and she's like so sad all the time. She's like, what am I doing here? I don't want to go back, which I'm really excited about that foreshadowing to see how that all unfolds. But it's very much like, it's very much like how she's like, because there's a moment where like Hilda is talking to her privately, and Hilda's like, she's like, I don't know if like any of this, essentially saying like questioning her worth and like her reason for being around / alive. And Hilda was like, well, do you want to go back? Like heavily insinuating that she knows where Melfina came from. And she's like, no, she's like, but you can help us. And I'm like, why'd you gotta die, Hilda? He's so important. He's so important.
I think the manga artist did not know how cool of a character he had created when he gave Hilda that very like scrub death in the manga.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just really glad they got a second pass to do her right. Mm-hmm. She's so cool.
Agreed.
In this version, she not only serves as the get your shit together person, but also the like person. This is who Jean is targeting when he's like thinking of a capable human being that he would like to emulate someday. Yeah. It's Hilda. I feel like that's about all the notes that I had on these 2 episodes here.
Yeah, I think we have covered the major plot points there. I think I can say this for certain. I think next episode we're going to be talking a lot about a certain character. But this has been the Hilda Show.
This has been the Hilda Show.
The Hilda Show.
I didn't plan out super far ahead of time, but I'd like to keep watching this show. I think it's really fun.
Same.
I want to know what happens.
The next 2 episodes are going to introduce us to the remainder of our main crew. So I think that's a good package to shoot for the next club meeting. That's episodes 5 and 6, Beast Girl Ready to Pounce and The Beautiful Assassin.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she comes in so early.
Episodes?
One significantly more than the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
The funny thing is there are like no romantic subplots well, there's one. You can probably fucking guess, but other than that, there are no real romantic subplots in this. This is not a harem anime.
No.
Quite different.
Different, even though it does give you lots of anime wives to buy figurines
of.
So
many waifus. But not a single plush. That's not true. Gilliam would be a really great plush.
Gilliam would be great. The little pill robot, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got little arms too. That might be a spoiler.
Yeah, I do. I loved that.
That's a spoiler, but
I'm so excited to see more of Gilliam.
He does have like little arms.
Hey, you know what? I would have a plush of Swanzo.
Swanzo's a good plush. Cool. I like his Swanzo speak. I like how his translator failed.
and while we're working through our like little side notes, I could swear on my life that I heard the voice of Phil Hartman during episode 3.
So I you know what? I have to go look because I looked up when my hunch that Aisha Clan of the Qatar was your outlaw star Ryoko. I looked up to see if that was the same voice actress, and it's not.
It's not.
But I did look that up, and I saw the other voice actors, but I cannot remember what the other people were. Voice actor.
Do you know what's interesting to me is, and just as another like small point, the actress who plays Jim in this show was credited with the name Ian Hawke.
What?
That's
so
weird.
Her real name is Brienne Brosey. She's done a lot of anime voices, obviously. She's credited with the name Ian Hawke for this episode. For the entire series,
like a weird
in fact,
marketing thing. Like, oh god, we don't want the boys to know that a girl voiced this character.
Yeah,
but that's so weird because girls have been voicing young boy characters for forever.
Oh yeah, especially
on both
in anime.
sides. Yeah, especially in anime, definitely in anime, but like even in American stuff.
Tommy Pickles, right?
Tommy Pickles was not Cree Summer. Cree Summer was Susie, but like Tommy Pickles is was voiced by a woman, and like
Chucky,
that's like one of the biggest ones.
All
Chucky.
the boys in Rugrats were.
Yeah, Brienne Siddall was Jim Hawkins. Peter Spellos is Gilliam.
Well, that bell means this week's meeting of the Afterschool Anime Club has come to a close. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you, as always, and if you'd like to follow us online, you can at Anime Club Pod. I'm on Twitter at MaxNewland_, that's the underscore at the end, Max Newland with an underscore at the end. Stevie, where can people find you?
I am on Instagram and Twitter as a smattering on both platforms.
And how about you, Max K?
You can find me on Twitter. It's Max_attacks, the underscores in the middle this time.
Since our show is so new, the best thing you can do, of course, is to tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies and rivals.
Absolutely.
And also leave a 5-star rating and a review in Apple Podcast or your podcast player of choice if it allows you to do such a thing. I have some reviews to read for you.
What?
We have
really
reviews?
Already?
Yeah, this is a 5-star review from Marshmallow. I still have the same Game Boy Advance SP that's in the artwork for this podcast, and that makes me feel called out for some reason. But aside from that, the show is good. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Wonderful thing to say. If you have something to say that is not chicken-headed shit, you can leave it in there, and I'll read it out loud, just like I did for Mr. Marshmallow there.
Yes, that was exciting.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we are a member of the Moonshot Network, which is creating all kinds of delicious, wonderful podcasts. You can follow them online at Moonshot Pods. They have a Patreon and a Twitch, both at Moonshot Network.
Yes. Shoot for the moon.
Shoot for the moon.
Moon it up.
Either way, I'm so glad we got to spend this time with you. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the next meeting.
そして